So I've got some things to do. Well, I've got one main thing to do in here in the barn, and it involves this shed. So this is my garden shed. And it's inside, like a Russian doll, inside this bigger shed, this huge shed here, right? Now, the thing is that the skylights, which are lovely, except for this one and this one, they are missing. You can kind of see the broken bit there. So consequently, we've got a lot, the rain just comes straight in. So when we moved in, you see it everywhere. When we moved in, I thought, oh yeah, this will be fine. Not realizing that the rain travels and it's starting to rot the bottom here. So I'm gonna have to move the shed. So the thing is, this shed is, you could say, symbolic. It's symbolic of, you know, if you've got a belief, put your own belief on that shed. Meaning it could be, I'm a failure, or I'm not very good at money, or I'm just a bad person, or I'm just, you know. So trying to move a belief like that is difficult, particularly if you go at it with brute force. So the first thing you've got to do, if you really want to change it, is to sort of see, to get a very clear picture of who you want to be or what you'll be like when that situation is changed. So I want to move my shed from there to over here. So I'm going to see it as clearly in my mind what it's going to be like in that place. Next thing I want to do is clear the path. You see, I've got all this stuff in the way. It needs to come this way and over there, but all this stuff is in the way. So inside what that is meditation. If you like clear the space on the inside for the thing, who you want to be, to allow it to happen, through clearing the space on the inside, it makes the passage easier. Then the next thing you want is one of these. Not so much a pole. The pole is not what it's about. It's the point, the tip. The tip is a possibility. The possibility that things might not be the way you think they are. That's all you need, is just a possibility. It's shifting from thinking, I'm a terrible person, or I'm worthless, or whatever it is you've got going on, to, what if I wasn't? What would that be like? Opening up, that engages different parts of your brain, and it opens up a possibility of being a different way. And that is this. That's the thin end of the wedge. That's all you need, is just to begin to entertain, just to even think about, what if I wasn't a terrible person? What would that be like? What if I wasn't rubbish with money? What would that be like? And you start to entertain that. When you say it like that, you don't get into an argument with yourself. If you go, I am fantastic with money, you'll get into an argument straight away. Whereas if you go, what if I wasn't terrible with money? Or what if I wasn't a terrible person? Or what if I wasn't bad? Or whatever it is. That turns it into a question, and your brain starts to engage it. And just like this shed, I'm going to move this shed with this tip of the edge, tip of the thin end of the wedge, because I just need to get that under there to start it to move. See, I'm starting to lift it up already. I can use one to help the other up. And do the same on the other side. And little by little things start to change. Just that little idea, what if, starts to work its way in. It changes the way you think, and it introduces the possibility, and it stops you getting into a fight with yourself. Because if you go at it from the affirmation point of view, you're just going to get into a fight. You know, I'm a good person. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, yeah. Whereas when you change that into a consideration, meaning you're considering possibility of what if I wasn't rubbish with money? What if I wasn't a bad person? What would I look like? How would I sound? How would I walk? How would I hold myself? How would I feel? Your brain starts to think about that, and that starts things to move little by little. Not saying it's easy, it's hard work, but it does get there with this just simple little idea of what if things were different? What if I was different? What if it wasn't true? That thing I've been telling myself my whole life that's been causing me so much pain. And when you can introduce that little tiny little idea, things start to move. So there you go. I mean, I didn't say it was easy, but it's all started with this and it kind of ended with that as well. Just what if I'm not the way I thought I was? All right, bye.